Alright, so boom. Story starts with a bunch of kids playing outside when they see some random poop on the street. Now, most normal kids would just be like, ew, and move on. But nah, these little gremlins are out here theorizing. One kid, dead serious, goes, yo, what if it's from an alien? Bro, I promise you no alien is coming all the way to Earth just to take a dump in your neighborhood. Anyway, while these kids are out here solving poop X-Files, we cut to a fat-ass dude just casually slurping up some ramen, minding his business. This is the guy, the legend, the GOAT, the man who once had the whole Hitman world shaking, Taro Sakamoto, or as I like to call him, John Wick, if he quit midway to start a dad bod speedrun challenge. Back in the day, Sakamoto was that dude, the hitman of hitmen, top of the food chain, the kind of guy you didn't just fear, you respected. He was running the assassination game so hard that even other killers were like, yeah, I'm gonna just not piss him off. Then, one day, he was out doing assassin things. You know, taking out a whole squad of goons by himself, casual Tuesday. He literally falls off a building right in front of bad boys, and all these armed dudes are watching like, well, that's it, right? He's dead? LMAO, imagine thinking this story would even exist if our boy got clapped right there. Sakamoto basically goes, nah, and zips through the battlefield like an anime protagonist hitting a power-up. He decapitates one dude so fast that his own squad mates are just standing there questioning their life choices. Dudes had families. Man, Sakamoto wrecks everyone in sight like a walking cheat code, and just when you think he's gonna stay on his John Wick DLC pack arc forever, then comes the most random plot twist ever, love. Y'all believe in love at first sight? Nah? Well, guess what? Sakamoto didn't either, until he walked into a convenience store one day, and that's where he saw her. Not a femme fatale, not some assassin queen, nah, just a regular cute-ass cashier lady. Now, logic says, a ruthless killer should be with someone equally dangerous. But Sakamoto? This dude saw this cashier and went, yep, that's my wife. Bro really said, I'll throw away my entire career for her. And he did. My man retired at 25, probably the first hitman in history to cash out, not because he died, but because he wanted to be a family man. Fast forward a few years, now he's got a wife, a kid, and a body type that screams, I know all the best buffet spots in town. The dude who used to be built like a Greek god is now looking like he won every eating contest at the local fair. But hey, at least he opened his own shop, Sakamoto store. So one day, a random dude shows up at Sakamoto's store. This is Shin, our mind-reading boy, and he recognizes immediately that even though Sakamoto looks like a retired sumo wrestler, this man is still a monster. Shin's got psychic powers. He can read people's minds like it's a Twitter post. So when he tries to have a conversation, he straight up sees Sakamoto thinking, shut the fuck up. Shin's mission? Drag Sakamoto's dad-bodied ass back into the assassination world. Shin, yo, come back to the Hitman world, my guy. Sakamoto, mid-noodle slurp, nah, I'm good. Shin tries every argument in the book, talking about how Sakamoto used to be him, how he's wasting his skills just stuffing his face with ramen, and how his legacy is turning into a joke. But Sakamoto? Zero shits given. Since talking didn't work, Shin decides, hey, guess I gotta kill this dude. Now let me tell you, pulling a gun on Sakamoto is like trying to rob a dragon's hoard with a plastic knife. Next day, Shin busts into the store and pulls a gun on him, fully ready to end it. He fires, and Sakamoto spits out his gummy candy to block the bullet. Shin just stands there like, did this man just counter my bullet with a fucking gummy bear? Before he can process it, Sakamoto starts pelting him with more candy like he's got a built-in slingshot. Each one hurts. Bro's getting welt marks from sweets. Then Sakamoto launches an ice cream puff dead into Shin's face. And my guy is just standing there, licking it off in pure confusion. In the middle of all this, Sakamoto sneaks behind him and one punches Shin so hard that my guy probably saw his own funeral. Shin wakes up bandaged up in Sakamoto's house where his wife, Aoi, and their kid are chilling. They even invite him to dinner, and Shin, being the starving assassin he is, takes one bite of Aoi's cooking and starts crying. Like, full-on emotional damage crying. Turns out dude has spent his entire life eating trash and sadness, and this home-cooked meal is the first time he's ever tasted happiness. Sakamoto side-eyes him because he had the same reaction when he first ate Aoi's food. Man was jealous. After some good dinner, Shin went back to his boss. Shin's boss is pissed, like capital P pissed. Boss, did you recruit Sakamoto? Shin, nah. Boss, did you kill him? Shin, also, nah. Boss, you useless piece of. Now this is where things get crazy. The organization doesn't just let people leave. If you quit, you die. That's the rule. So now Shin's got two choices. Kill Sakamoto or die alongside him. Shin, after one home-cooked meal, really goes, I'd rather die than kill him. You knew this man for 1 day and you already ready to die for him over some good food? His boss, of course, doesn't give a damn about his loyalty or his food preferences. He orders the whole organization to kill them both. Meanwhile, Sakamoto hears some gunshots. He presses to open the register, and instead of some money, he opened door full of guns. Assassins swarm Shin. He's cornered, bleeding, about to die, and that's when Sakamoto pulls up. And let me tell you, fat does not mean slow. Sakamoto wipes out the entire squad without breaking a sweat. He's dodging bullets, weaving through attacks, and straight up violating these trained killers like it's just another Tuesday. Shin, meanwhile, finally realizes this man is still the legend. At the end of it all, Sakamoto just casually strolls away like an NPC exiting a cutscene. And when Shin's left standing there, covered in blood and shook, Sakamoto just turns back like, so you want a job? And that's how our retired hitman and mind-reading boy end up running a convenience store together. Honestly, who's gonna mess with them? No one. Sakamoto is out here being a messy-ass eater, slurping ramen like it's his life source. Dude's chewing with his mouth open, food flying everywhere. It's a crime scene. Shin, sitting next to him, is straight up disgusted. My guy's holding back the urge to throw hands like, yo, can you not eat like a damn pig? Meanwhile, Shin notices something odd. The ramen supply in the store is dangerously low, like barely any left. And who's the prime suspect? Yeah, take a wild guess. This fat bastard inhaled every last pack like it was a survival mission. Then out of nowhere, this old lady comes into the shop, clearly looking for something. She doesn't say a word, just scanning the place like she's on a side quest. But before she can even open her mouth, Shin already knows what she needs. Man walks over, hands her exactly what she was searching for. The lady is shook. Like, how the hell? Bro just casually flexed his mind reading powers without even having them. Meanwhile, there's this random ass kid just standing there completely zoned out, straight up fantasizing about Aoi. Dude is staring so hard, it's borderline illegal. Shin is not having it. He looks over and calls him out, yo, you nasty little perv. Fast forward a few weeks, my boy ex-hitman Shin is out here actually enjoying working with Sakamoto. Who would have thought? They're just vibing, running the shop, living that normal life. But then, out of nowhere, the room gets all quiet, and Shin starts talking about how Sakamoto is still a total badass. Like, yo, last week, you absolutely clapped those dumbasses trying to kill us. Big mistake. Because guess who overheard that conversation? Aoi. And she is pissed. She turns to Sakamoto. Excuse me, sir. Are you back to killing people? Sakamoto hits her with a nope. Aoi is not buying that crap for a second. She goes full mom mode and reminds this grown-ass hitman, remember the house rules. Shin, now curious as hell, asks, yo, what even are these house rules? Sakamoto doesn't answer. Instead, he just stares at Shin. And then, in his head, he full-on imagines stabbing Shin straight through the neck with a bunch of knives, like ruthlessly. Shin, because he's psychic, sees the whole thing happen in his mind. Bro flips out. Can you fucking stop murdering me in your head? Sakamoto just shrugs like, damn chill, bro. So Aoi's out here low-key feeling bad about being too rough on Sakamoto. Her friend fully supports the violence. She's built different too. Their bus rolls up and they hop on. Meanwhile, Shin's busy swiping through Tinder or whatever, vibing, when suddenly Officer pulls up on his bike. Except this dude's bike is out of gas. Bro really pulled up like, yo, you got some gas money? But then he recognizes Shin. Wait a damn minute, you work at Sakamoto's store, right? Officer drops some news. Yo, there's some thieves running around stealing shit. You heard anything? Shin, full confidence. Ain't no way some punk-ass bitch walks into our store and steals from us. Bro would get humbled immediately. Officer leaves all pleased with himself, but before bouncing, he's like, be careful though, they might strike again. Shin turns to Sakamoto like, yo, can you imagine some dumbass trying to rob our store? Bro is laughing while Sakamoto is just standing there, deep in thought, probably about hiring a delivery guy. But guess what? The thieves strike again. Now they're on a bus, flexing their main character energy, yelling, this bus belongs to us now, move and you die. And guess who's on that bus? Freaking Aoi? But does she care? Nah. My girl is sitting there like, damn, I hope my ice cream doesn't melt. Like, hello? Hostages? Nah, she's too busy contemplating if she can casually eat her ice cream in the middle of a hostage situation. Pause. Yo, dear author, we gotta talk. This ain't funny. This is stupid. Ain't no way someone's that chill like it's just another Sunday afternoon. Back to the boys. Shin and Sakamoto close up shop and start heading home. Shin's still curious. So, about those house rules, Sakamoto, still chewing on some random snack, is like, too much effort to explain. Just read my mind, bro. Shin's just standing there like, that's actually kind of funny, you're right? Anyway, while they're on their way home, Sakamoto suddenly stops in his tracks. something's off. That's when they see it, the bus hijacking. And guess what? AOI is on that damn bus. Meanwhile, inside the bus, one of the criminals is having a full mental breakdown because his favorite manga got discontinued. Bro deadass says, screw it. I'm driving this bus into a house. If I can't have my manga, no one can. I swear I'm not making this up. That's literally his reasoning. Manga didn't update? Mass murder is the only option. The passengers are freaking out. Aoi, still chill. She's literally just thinking, damn, I'm gonna be late for dinner and my ice cream's melting. One of the thieves notices how stupidly relaxed she is and goes, yo, are you not scared? You're about to die. Aoi, straight-faced, my husband is OP as hell. You're all gonna die first. The thief immediately backs off, whispering to his friend, yo, this chick is insane. Just leave her alone. Meanwhile, outside Shin and Sakamoto are cooking up a plan. Shin is like, step 1, rescue the hostages. Step 2, make sure no one finds out we're ex-hitmen. Sakamoto. Step 3, no killing. Shin, excuse me? Bro is confused. Like just last week, Sakamoto was bodying people left and right. Now he's suddenly a saint? My dude has to be scared of Aoi. Flashback time? 5 years ago, Aoi and Sakamoto had a massive fight. Sakamoto was out here covered in blood like a damn horror movie villain. Aoi was livid. She's screaming at him, why are you like this? Why do you kill people? Sakamoto, being the dumbass he is, money? Aoi? Excuse me? Sakamoto doubling down, yeah, money, so I can buy you cute gifts, girl. Aoi, I don't want blood money, you idiot. Then this girl yells, quit your job or I'll die. And then she actually jumps off a damn balcony. Sakamoto immediately dives after her, catches her midair, and lands safely like some romance protagonist. Then he whispers some sweet nothings to calm her down. Aoi, wiping her tears, if you want to be with me, no more killing. Sakamoto, looking at his hot wife who can cook bomb-ass food, I'd bet, back to the present. That's why Sakamoto told Shin not to kill anyone. Now back in action mode, Sakamoto sneaks up to a nearby house, jumps on the roof, and bolts toward the bus. Shin watches him go and just sighs. Guess I'm going in first. Shin jumps straight into the bus. Dude immediately starts whooping the criminals' asses. Then he turns to the driver. Yo, stop the bus. Driver, I can't. Shin, WTF, you mean you can't? Driver can't lift his foot. His ankle is chained to the damn pedal. Meanwhile, Sakamoto's near the bus. My dude grabs a stop sign, plants his feet, and tries to use it like a roadblock. The bus does not stop though. So Sakamoto, full beast mode, swings the stop sign like he's playing baseball, slams it against the front of the bus using all his strength, and the bus stops but keeps going. The bus finally stops. Sakamoto walks in like he owns the place, and Aoi's all smiles, but everyone else? Still shaking. Meanwhile, Shin checks on the criminals, making sure they're properly knocked out. Aoi, completely unbothered, casually asks if Sakamoto's okay, then shrugs. I wasn't worried. I knew you'd show up. Then, out of nowhere, she hits him with a, sorry for yelling at you this morning. Sakamoto, being the husband of the year, just nods. All good. Rule number 12 of the Sakamoto family. And what's rule number 12? If one family member has a bad day, the other makes dinner for everyone. So Sakamoto, like the absolute Chad he is, just grins. Let's go home. I'm cooking tonight. Next day, the Sakamoto family is chilling at dinner when the news pops up, and guess what? The bus hijacking made headlines. The reporters go off about how the suspects were mysteriously taken down and how some unknown badass single-handedly saved the day. Some so-called experts are all like, this unidentified hero is trained martial artist. Sakamoto's kid just points at the TV like, hey dad, is that you? Meanwhile, Shin is losing his damn mind. How the hell did they get this footage? Luckily, Sakamoto and Shin had masks on, so their identities are safe. But then Shin, putting those mind-reading skills to work, finally figures out why Sakamoto gave up the Hitman life because of that one fight with Aoi 5 years ago. Sakamoto is slightly caught off guard, but let's be real, he saw this coming. And with that, Sakamoto officially hands Shin the Sakamoto family rulebook. Shin takes it like it's some ancient text of wisdom, but then Sakamoto tells him, break the rules and you die. Like, bro, this is supposed to be a family handbook, not a mafia contract. A few days later, Sakamoto and Shin hit up a shooting gallery for some fun. Shin walks in all cocky, talking about how he's got perfect aim, and then proceeds to miss every single shot. Meanwhile, Sakamoto, with the grace of a god-tier FPS player, wins literally every prize. Shin, now full of excuses, starts raging. Bro, this gun is rigged. The attendant? Not having it. Nah, bro, you're just trash. And also, get out, you won too many prizes. Right when Shin and Sakamoto leave, a new character rolls up, Officer Nakase. She's all business, looking at their motorcycle like, yo, this your bike? You know there's no parking here, right? Shin, trying so hard to act normal, goes, yeah, quick delivery. Nakase squints, low-key recognizing them from the news, but before she can connect the dots, Sakamoto literally points at his stomach like, lady, do I look like a martial artist? I can barely walk. Nakase kind of buys it until she suddenly flips out. If I find those mysterious dudes, I'm taking them down. Shin's sweating bullets now. Hey, maybe we should leave? Too late. Nakase already put out a report on 2 sus individuals matching their descriptions. Now the boys are on the run. Nakase may be tiny, but girl is fast. She's this close to catching them. But Sakamoto, being the genius he is, pulls a classic vanishing act. Some random ass kid across the street starts laughing his ass off. Bro, look at these grown men in masks. Nakase turns. These idiots really thought they could escape by hiding in plain sight. She's about to tackle them until Sakamoto straight up throws dango sticks at her face. One actually lands. That's the first time anyone has ever escaped her, and she is fuming. Sakamoto and Shin are low-key spying on Nakase. They see her chatting with some old cop, getting all emotional. But then down the street, some dumbass starts harassing a girl, and what does this idiot do? Drops a bag of drugs right in front of everyone. Like, within seconds, a whole gang of dudes rolls up like, "Ayo, what's going on here?" Meanwhile, back at Sakamoto's house, the old cop stops by saying Nakase hasn't reported back to the station. And guess what Sakamoto's little gremlin of a kid does? Runs up to the cop and goes, "Oh yeah, she gave me ice cream and gave me a ride home." Shin is in full panic mode. Bro, we are so screwed. Cut to Nakase, tied up in some sketchy-ass warehouse. Behind her, a bunch of frightened girls. In front of her, Ricky Kane Hira, the leader of the Zoto motorcycle gang. Ricky's all fake sympathetic like, "Look, I didn't want to do this, but you saw our drug deal, so yeah, we gotta handle this." His goons, meanwhile, start roasting Nakase while she's blindfolded. Then, boom! A smoke grenade crashes through the window. Shin and Sakamoto storm in like freaking Batman and Robin. Shin's reading minds, dodging attacks like a pro, while Sakamoto absolutely demolishing every single thug in the room. These guys never stood a chance. The smoke clears, and the scene is straight up terrifying. Sakamoto, standing alone, the entire Zoto gang laid out on the floor, unconscious. Even Ricky got wrecked mid-roast. Nakase, completely speechless. No jokes, no snarky comments, just pure shock. Then she falls forward and Shin panics. "Bro, Sakamoto, you forgot your mask." Nakase looks up, sees both their faces, and they just run. By the way, why the hell does Sakamoto look like a flat-muscled dude? Next day, Shin rolls up to the store expecting to see the absolute menace that bodied an entire gang last night, but nope, Sakamoto's back to looking like a chubby retired dad. Shin's just standing there, jaw on the floor. Bro, do you just change your body type whenever you feel like it? Meanwhile, over at the police station, Nakase is on her vengeance arc. She's out here lifting weights, pushing herself like she's in a damn training montage. "I looked weak yesterday. That ain't happening again." But no matter how hard she trains, her mind keeps flashing back to those 2 masked dudes. Back home, Aoi is furious. Sakamoto probably did something dumb again. Shin, trying to be helpful, just shrugs. "I don't know, I think he looks good when he's not built like a fridge." Later, Shin and Sakamoto hit up Chinatown to buy gifts for Aoi and the kid. Everything's going fine until some woman literally jumps in front of them out of nowhere. Sakamoto, with god-tier reflexes, catches her, but in the process, he drops the gift he was carrying. The box lands on the ground, completely wrecked. Shin's already sweating. "Yo, if Aoi was here and saw you catching some random hottie, you'd be a dead man." Sakamoto just stares at the ruined gift, already contemplating his life choices. Meanwhile, the woman is clearly in trouble because within seconds, a group of sketchy men pulls up, chasing after her. The moment the trash talking starts, you know a fight is about to go down. One guy grabs the woman from behind, ready to take her out, when Sakamoto casually walks up and slices the dude's knife in half. Shin doesn't hesitate. He jumps in, smacks the guy so hard in the back that he drops the woman. Now she's free. And instead of running, she straight up obliterates the guy who grabbed her. Like, this girl is built different. Shin and Sakamoto exchange looks like, yo, she might actually be stronger than us. But before they can react, even more gang members show up. The new guys take one look at the 3 of them standing together and assume they're all in a rival gang. Shin, already groaning, "We need to run." The moment they take off, the gang starts blasting. These guys are shooting at them in broad daylight. The girl Lu shouts, "Who the hell are you guys? Why are you helping me?" Shin, dodging bullets, yells back, "Do we look like we had a choice?" Cut to some shady-ass gang hideout. We finally meet Wang, the gang leader. He's chilling, hearing the bad news. His guys lost Lu. And just as he's processing this L, some random bald killer walks up and straight up beheads one of his men. Wang just stares at him. "Okay, why did you do that?" The bald dude shrugs. "Wanted to make an impression?" Wang sighs, points to the guy next to him who looks exactly the same but has different hair. "Bro, this one's your brother. Why couldn't you kill someone else?" No response, just vibes. These 2 are freaking psychopaths. Wang shakes his head. "Listen, I don't care what you do. Just bring me Lu. That girl has the key I need. Get her or get the key and we'll own the black market." The brothers? Absolutely loving this, especially that last part. Wang basically just gave them a murder hall pass. Back to Lu, Shin is still catching his breath. Okay, who even are you? Lu sighs. I'm Lu, daughter of the most powerful triad family. Shin blinking. Oh, okay, cool. So why is everyone trying to kill you? Lu pulls out a small key. Because of this. She explains it's the key to her family's hidden safe, something her parents entrusted to her before they died. Shin, still in just trying not to get shot mode, immediately goes, "Girl, throw it away. No key is worth dying for." Lu, offended as hell. Excuse me? My family's fortune is in that safe. You think I'm just gonna toss it? Are you out of your damn mind? She's ready to dip, thanking them for the help and apologizing for all the chaos when Sakamoto suddenly asks, "Do you know how to make pork buns?" Lu pauses. What? Sakamoto completely serious. Can you make pork buns? Lu, still confused, nods. Yeah, my dad taught me. Sakamoto grins. Then we'll help you escape. In exchange, you help me make pork buns. Lu, trying to process how this is even a trade, opens her mouth. Boom! A shadow drops in from above. Bucho, one of the Psycho brothers, lands with a nasty spinning kick, sending Sakamoto flying into the next damn building. Shin and Lu? Shook! Before they can react, Bucho's brother steps forward, looks them both up and down. Man, y'all got no assassin style. Your technique, ugly as hell. Shin, still catching his breath, turns to Lu. Yo, who the hell are these guys? Lu doesn't even hesitate. Twin assassins, Sanhee and Bacho, they're serial killers who get paid to kill, but honestly, they'd probably do it for free. Oh, and they have a weird hobby. They take the heads of their victims home like trophies. Shin's just standing there staring. Man, y'all are some next level freaks. Sanhee and Bacho just laugh. Oh, we killed your little buddy, huh? You mad? You want revenge? Shin cracks his knuckles. Nah, I just think it's sad you guys don't know who you're messing with. He lunges at Sanhee, throwing a punch, only for Sanhee to casually block it like it's nothing. Meanwhile, Bacho makes a move to grab Lu, only for Sakamoto to come out of nowhere and drop kick him straight through the floor. Sanhee freezes, stunned. Sakamoto's kick was so powerful it broke the damn roof. The whole squad crashes down to the lower level. Sanhee, now slightly impressed, dusts himself off. Alright, damn, you're kinda strong. Bacho groans, shaking it off. Listen, Lu, we don't even want to fight this demon. Just give us the key and we're gone. Lu flipping them off. I'd rather die than hand this over. Bacho just smirks. That's funny. Your parents said the same thing before we killed them. Lu sees red. Before she can even think, she launches herself at them, ready to beat them into the afterlife, but Sakamoto catches her midair. Sanhee takes this chance to throw a knife straight at Lu's face, but again, Sakamoto snatches it out of the air like it's a damn frisbee. Bro is out here playing peacekeeper between two maniacs. The twins get pissed and start swinging at Sakamoto, but this man is dodging everything. He's so fast that they can't even land a hit. Everyone watching is just standing there like, bro, how is this even real? Bacho and Sanhee, now furious, go in for another attack, but big mistake, boys. Before they can do anything, Sakamoto grabs a cooking pot and smashes Bacho over the head with it. Sanhee tries to slash at him, but Sakamoto just uses the same pot to break his weapon in half. The twins are shook. They've been on a winning streak for ages, and this is the first time they're taking an L. Sakamoto, casually wiping some dust off his shirt. Y'all done? Sanhee refuses to accept defeat. He rushes at Lu, hoping to at least complete his mission, but Shin sees through his plan and stops him with a clean counterattack. Then, Sakamoto, as calm as ever, just casually picks up a whole refrigerator and yeets it straight into Sanhee. That's it. The twin brothers are done. Back at Wang's hideout, he's sitting there wondering, what the hell are those twins up to? Suddenly, Shin and Sakamoto walk in, dragging the twins' unconscious bodies behind them. Shin smirks. Special delivery! Wang, immediately terrified, jumps back. Wait! Lu appears from behind, slamming his mouth shut. Wang starts begging. Please, I'll do anything you want. Lu just looks at him, deadpan still. Yeah? Can you bring my parents back? Silence. Shin and Sakamoto take that as their cue to beat Wang's ass. Lu watches, arms crossed, before finally saying, alright, that's enough. If I go around killing everyone who wronged me, it'll never stop. She sighs. My dad always said, the best revenge is just living happily. After dealing with Wang, they head to an old-ass location, where Lu's family's safe is hidden. She walks up, ready to unlock it, only to struggle hard as hell because the thing is ancient. Finally, she cracks it open. Inside, a massive treasure, gold, silver, jewelry, but also random stuff like CDs, books, and toys. Shin starts digging through it. Yo, there's a whole-ass inventory book in here. Turns out this isn't just some random vault, it's a personal storage space for every family member. Each person had a section to keep whatever they wanted. Lu rushes to check what her father left behind. Inside, a single bottle of sake and a note. When my daughter grows up, we'll drink this together. Lou just stares at it. Shin, curious? Wait, what kind of sake is it? Lou blinks, snapping out of it. Oh, just some champagne. Want a drink? After everything settles, Lou ends up working at Sakamoto's store. Shin immediately starts hating. He cannot stand this girl. Bro starts acting mad strict, giving her extra work, nitpicking everything she does. Lou just shrugs. I mean, I got nothing else to do, so here I am. Shin, grumbling, already regretting saving her life. Next day, Shin was fuming. Lou rolled in 2 hours late, looking like she just rolled out of bed. Are you serious? You're late as hell. Lou yawning. Chill, bro, I'm a little late. Shin, a little? Hours. Then he takes a second look at her. Are you wearing pajamas? Have you never had a job before? Lou, I have actually. Used to work with my dad. You know, digging stuff up, burying mysterious things. Shin decides he's had enough. He stomps over to Sakamoto. Yo, fire her. She's bringing chaos when we're trying to chill. Lou, overhearing. What peace are you talking about? Shin, we're working on it, okay? Meanwhile, Sakamoto is just vibing. He takes a sip of his tea. If you're late, just say sorry next time. We're good. Shin.exe has stopped working. Sakamoto looks at them both. Now, can y'all stop arguing? You two are like siblings. Go do some outside chores. Finish stocking the pork buns from yesterday. Shin just stands there shocked. Bro, I've known him for years, and this is the most I've ever heard him talk. Everything was chill until suddenly Shin noticed something weird. Sakamoto was standing by the register, and another Sakamoto was walking through the door. Shin blinked. Why are there two of you? Then it got even worse. One of the Sakamotos walked past them and sat down in his usual spot, reading the newspaper. The other one grinned. Oh, are we doppelgangers? Then bam, the fake one suddenly lunged at the real Sakamoto, attacking with a knife. Sakamoto, of course, casually dodged, caught the knife midair, and now it was a full-on showdown. The fake one laughed. Damn, it's been a while, huh, Twinny? Then just like that, the entire dude's vibe shifted. He completely changed. Shin squinted. Wait a minute, who the hell are you? The fake Sakamoto smirked. Name's Nagumo, old friend of this guy. Meanwhile, Shin was trying to read this dude's intentions, but it was impossible because Nagumo kept switching his personality every 5 seconds. Lou was just confused. Wait, you work here? Nagumo? Yup, right across the street in a supermarket. I just came to borrow some onions. Lou, there's no supermarket across the street. Sakamoto, finally tired of his BS, sighed. He's lying. Nagumo is 27 and used to be a hitman with me. Shin and Lou on site started beating his ass. Tied him to a chair. Why? Because he lied about his age. Psychopath behavior. While tied up, Nagumo casually dropped some insane info. There's a 1 billion yen bounty on Sakamoto's head. Shin, I'm sorry, what? Nagumo continued. Hitman organizations everywhere got the order. Bring them Sakamoto's head. Right then, the door opened. A pizza delivery guy walked in. Shin sighed. Finally, something normal. Except nope. The pizza guy suddenly whipped out pizza cutters and yelled, "Nobody move or I'll slice this guy's face. Not kill him, just make him ugly forever." Sakamoto, meanwhile, was just casually eating pizza, completely unbothered. The assassin was getting pissed. Yo, I'm about to kill you. Can you stop eating for 2 seconds? This dumbass forgot about Nagumo, who had already untied himself and choked him out from behind. Sakamoto still chewing. Yo, don't kill him or I always gonna kill me. Nagumo let the dude go and stood up, stretching. All right, I'm out. Fun times. Sakamoto called after him. Wait, who the hell wants me dead? Nagumo just smirked. Good question. Next question. Lou, should we prepare for more dudes trying to kill him? Nagumo, nah, but if they do come, they won't be amateurs like this clown. With that, he said goodbye and walked out. Shin, still suspicious, ran after him only to find that Nagumo had already vanished into thin air. Shin just stood there, looking up at the sky. Bro, is he an alien or some shit? Meanwhile, Sakamoto was cleaning up when he noticed something inside the pizza box, a hidden camera. People had been watching them the whole time. Somewhere, a group of dangerous-looking people sat around a screen, replaying the footage. One of them frowned. 1 billion yen bounty on that fat shopkeeper? Another guy leaned forward. Guess you've never seen Sakamoto in action. They started planning, figuring out exactly where and when to strike. One guy muttered, "Good thing Sakamoto hasn't been in the game for years." Then the screen cut to Sakamoto himself, holding a gun. Yo, just so we're clear, if you try to kill me, you die instead. Now, if you'll excuse me, my pizza's getting cold. Bye. Bang, he shot the camera. Signal cut, Shin was still stressed. Sakamoto, we got 1 billion yen bounty on you. Shouldn't we be, worried? Sakamoto just shrugged. Nah, we don't even know who's coming. So whatever, stay home, eat, and chill. That's the plan. Then, of course, Aoi walked in. Oh, by the way, we're all going to the amusement park tomorrow. The next day, Sakamoto and the whole fam pulled up to the amusement park with Shin and Lou tagging along for the ride. Everyone was hyped for a day of fun, except for Sakamoto and Lou, who were both fighting for their lives after one roller coaster. Man was dizzy as hell and straight up regretting all his life choices. His little chatterbox of a daughter, trying to be helpful, handed him an ice cream like it was some kind of magical cure. Like, bro, I love ice cream as much as the next person, but let's not act like it's a miracle drug. Obviously, it didn't do a damn thing for his dizziness. Desperate, Sakamoto even chugged some water, but nope, still suffering. Shin, seeing his boss in absolute shambles, was like, yo, should we call a doctor? My guy is looking real bad. Meanwhile, Hana and Lu were off on a serious mission to find the next ride to hit up, completely ignoring the fact that Sakamoto was on the verge of passing out. Aoi, being the supportive wife she is, hit them all with a casual, "Have fun, everyone!" But let's be real, Shin, Lu, and Sakamoto weren't exactly here to relax. They were on high alert, expecting an attack at any moment. Shin, trying to take control of the situation, turned to Lu and was like, "All right, listen up. Today's plan is simple. First, eliminate any enemies. Second, make sure Sakamoto's family has a good time." Lu, looking around at the massive crowd, gave him the biggest side-eye. "And how the hell are we supposed to spot the bad guys in all this?" Shin, cool as ever, was like, "Easy, no one's sus yet." Lu squinted at him. "And how do you know that?" Shin smirked. "Mind reading, baby. Stay with me." Lu blinked. "Wait, what? You're reading my mind right now? So you know I'm thinking about absolutely bodying you for being this cryptic?" Shin sighed. "It's not like I have a radio tuned into everyone's thoughts 24/7. I gotta focus, tune in, and that's it." Before he could finish, Sakamoto's phone rang. Meanwhile, Shin did sense something off. A janitor. Except this dude wasn't a janitor. He was an assassin in disguise. Janitor dude was impressed. Man really brought his whole family to an amusement park while he's being hunted? Bold move. Then, without hesitation, this dude tried to stab Sakamoto from behind. Bro, be serious. Did he really think that would work? Sakamoto, without even looking, caught the knife mid-stab like it was nothing, and then just flipped it around, stabbing the assassin instead. Shin and Lu, moving fast, grabbed the body and dragged it out of sight, tossing him aside like yesterday's leftovers. The crowd, still vibing, completely unaware they just witnessed a murder. Meanwhile, up on a rooftop, some mysterious girl was watching the whole thing go down. But before we even got a chance to figure out what her deal was, some monkey-built dude walked up to the janitor's dead body. He kneeled down, inspected the corpse, and was like, "Damn. Anyway, guess I gotta handle this myself." But this dude was built different. He knew Shin could read minds, so before making his move, he completely emptied his thoughts and started tailing them in silence. Shin, though, he could feel something was off. The monkey dude was closing in, but before anything could happen, the Sakamoto fam hopped onto another roller coaster. Shin and Lu, being the secret agents they apparently are, jumped on too. Lu at first was chill. Then she peeped monkey dude's weird-ass haircut and immediately panicked. "Shin, look at him. That dude screams thug. Read his mind." The assassin overheard them and immediately realized he's been discovered. Monkey dude turned his head slightly, locking eyes with Shin, and Shin instantly knew. But before they could do anything, the roller coaster took off. Mid-loop-de-loop, Shin called Sakamoto. "Yo, 3 seats behind you, monkey dude got a gun, about to shoot." The assassin fired, and this man Sakamoto, he just sat there as the bullet bounced off his glasses. Yeah, you read that right? Bulletproof glasses? Like, who even thinks of that? The assassin was shook, and Shin, he just unbuckled his safety bar, turned to Lu, and said, "Cover me." Lu, "Bro, we are literally mid-air." Shin did not care. He jumped off the roller coaster and tackled the assassin mid-fall. They slammed into the ground below. Shin, now in full bodyguard mode, growled, "You want to kill Sakamoto? You gotta go through me first." But he was pissed that he couldn't read this dude's mind. Meanwhile, the roller coaster was barreling toward them like a runaway train. They dodged it, but Monkey Dude started chucking knives and Shin actually got hit by one. Then Monkey Boy was like, "That knife? Yeah, poisoned. You're dead." Shin, bleeding out, "Nah, I refuse to die to your monkey ass." Instead of fighting, they just started talking shit to each other. But then, whoop, roller coaster round 2. Shin used it as a platform, flipping onto it and launching himself spear style right into the assassin. Monkey Dude, though, had a backup plan. As soon as Shin tackled him, he spit out a dart, hitting Shin in the arm. Shin, now double poisoned, was like, "Damn, I'm double dying now. Anyways." But as he was blacking out, he caught some random dude's thoughts about how delicious his popcorn was, and that was his final straw. Fueled by pure pettiness, Shin smashed Monkey Boy into the ground again. And guess where they landed? Right in the middle of a stage play, destroying the whole thing. Monkey Boy jumped right back up, ready to square up again. But before he could do anything, some oversized amusement park mascot waddled up and got in his face. Mascot, "Hey buddy, take your fight somewhere else. We're trying to run a show here." Before Monkey Boy could respond, a massive rabbit mascot came out of nowhere, shoved the first mascot aside, and cracked his knuckles. Rabbit, "It's me, baby. Round 2 time." Monkey Boy squinted. "Oh, you want to give these kids a front row seat to a slaughterhouse?" Didn't even get to finish his sentence before the rabbit socked him in the mouth. The crowd went feral. Monkey Boy spit out a tooth, eyes twitching. He didn't waste time, immediately started swinging a dagger at Shin. Shin dodged every single swing. Then, in one slick move, Shin caught his arm and slammed him with an uppercut. Meanwhile, in the crowd, Aoi, wow, this looks so real. Sakamoto sipping his drink, that's 'cause it is. Monkey Boy was confused. This dude Shin was weak as hell earlier, but now he was pulling some anime protagonist comeback arc type beat. And worst of all, the poison wasn't working. Shin, he was talking his shit. Shin, damn monkey man, you good? Thought you were supposed to be dangerous. You look a little frazzled. Monkey Boy was pissed. He threw a punch, but all he did was rip off the rabbit's eyes. And guess what? Shin had been fighting with his eyes closed the entire time. Why? Because he was mind-reading Sakamoto's mind while Sakamoto was busy helping Shin from 20 meters. The crowd exploded. Shin smirked, took a deep breath, and shouted his finishing move's name out loud. Deadly Dynamite Rabbit Shock. Then he drop-kicked Monkey Boy so hard, dude might as well have entered a different dimension. The audience lost their minds, chanting rabbit, rabbit, rabbit. Sakamoto and Shin exchanged a thumbs up while Lou was already back on the roller coasters. A little while later, Sakamoto, Shin, and Lou dragged Monkey Boy to corner in the park. Lou pulled out a bottle and dropped some antidote into Shin's eyes. Shin, aha, it burns, I'm blind, I can't see. Lou, bro, it's literally medicine. Stop being a baby. Meanwhile, Sakamoto got straight to business. Sakamoto, all right, monkey, who hired you? Monkey Boy, if I tell you, will you let me go? Lou didn't even wait for an answer. She picked up the poison dagger, stabbed Monkey Boy in the arm, and immediately started pouring the antidote on the ground, drop by drop. Lou, talk fast, because if this bottle runs out, you're gonna be sleeping permanently. Monkey Boy, okay, Dondenka. I was hired by an assassin agency called Dondenka. Shin squinted. You JAA Hitman? Monkey Boy hesitated, then nodded. Yeah. Lou, completely lost. The hell is JAA? Shin, it's like an official club for hitmen. Me and my boy Sakamoto used to be members. Lou, eyeing the ID card Shin pulled out. This looks like a damn driver's license. Then out of nowhere, Monkey Boy. Wait, you were in the order, weren't you? Sakamoto didn't answer. Monkey Boy, oh, silence means yes, huh? Damn, so it's not just an urban legend. Before they could keep talking, Hana and Aoi pulled up. Aoi, we're starving, let's go home, Hana's cooking tonight. Shin gave Monkey Boy one last warning. Shin, don't come after us again, we're just here for fun. Monkey Boy was confused as hell that they were just letting him go. As they left, Hana ran back, grabbed some bandages, and wrapped up the tiny little cut on Monkey Boy's hand. Monkey Boy is like, Hana, you did great on that show, boy. Instead of home, they went to cafe. The squad sat down for lunch. Shin was still woozy from the poison. Lou, all right, let's just eat quick and go home. Meanwhile, Aoi was side-eyeing them hard. She knew something was off. They were hiding something. Meanwhile, in the park, 2 new assassins had arrived. One was arrogant as hell, strutting around like he owned the place, and the other, serious but quiet. What they looked like? The girl? High heels, sexy shorts, a revealing top, and a suit jacket. She looked straight up like a dominatrix. Her partner? Yeah, no one cared about him, probably some generic handsome criminal or something. But damn, that lady, she was fine as hell. Suddenly the dude shouted, "Hey!" Everyone flinched. Turns out he was yelling because the girl almost stepped on some ants. Dude, watch where you step, bitch. We're here to kill a target, not commit an ant genocide. Bro was dead serious. At this point, I don't even think he's a criminal. Dude's a Mormon. The girl? Low-key impressed. Because let's be honest, women love when dudes are aggressive for no reason. She smirked. And then, hey! Dude shouted again. Okay, what the hell is wrong with him? Bro, can you impress her any other way? Our boy Monkey was just trying to take a peaceful bathroom break, probably reflecting on life, when suddenly couple pulled up on him. The dude? Loud as hell. Dude, if you're depressed, I can be your psychologist, Tatsu. Yo, we finally got his name. Before Tatsu could even process what was happening, the girl jumped on him, slammed him to the floor, and sat on him. Hot. Tatsu, being the absolute menace he is, trash-talked her while pinned down. Girl, damn, you haven't changed one bit. Like what? Was she expecting him to politely accept this WWE takedown? And then, Bro, what the hell is wrong with this guy? He literally only knows one word. Dude pointed at the girl sitting on Tatsu. Dude, a lady should not be sitting with her legs spread open like that. I'm a man. I only look at one thing. He's got a point, but bro, can you stop screaming every time you don't like something? Tatsu, completely done with this nonsense, hit him with the sarcasm. Tatsu, all right, Mr. Boiled and Ms. Obaguro, what do you two want? Boiled smirked. Boiled, we're here to wipe your ass. Now lean on. Meanwhile, Obaguro was giddy as hell. Obaguro, Issei, I will finally get to meet the legendary fat-ass Sakamoto. Boiled, looking deep in thought, traced a scar on his face. Boiled, this scar. Obiguro, OMG, is that from Sakamoto? Boiled, immediately switching up. Nope, I wasn't talking about this scar. Totally unrelated. Turns out Boiled and Obiguro weren't just some nobodies. 2 years ago, these two lunatics straight up massacred 200 people at the Ronkinko incident. With that kind of track record, Tatsu was dead certain that Sakamoto and Shin stood no chance against them. Meanwhile, back at the cafe, Aoi was getting suspicious. Aoi, are you guys hiding something? Instant denial. Shin, nope. Lu, not at all. Aoi, oh, so you're still hungry? And now you're mad at me? Lu and Shin trying to play it off. Haha, no, we're just having fun. Lu, Shin's having so much fun that he fell off the roller coaster. Ha ha ha. They finally convinced Aoi that everything was fine. Meanwhile, in hushed voices, they started whispering about how the amusement park was too open for an assassination attempt. Then Aoi randomly pointed at the haunted house. Aoi, that's where we're going next. The trio, silent, because a haunted house is literally the perfect place to get assassinated. Now, they were low-key wondering if Aoi was trying to set up Sakamoto. The squad stepped inside, immediately greeted by a ghost girl guide. While waiting, Shin and Lu were way more nervous than Aoi and Hana. At one point, Lu even popped some anti-anxiety meds. Meanwhile, outside, our new assassin duo was watching them. Obiguro, damn, look at them, just having fun like they don't have a death sentence. Inside the haunted house, the squad was jump-scared by a zombie. Lu screamed. The haunted house itself was impressive as hell, an abandoned hospital theme running strong for years. Meanwhile, Shin and Sakamoto whispered to each other. Shin, we're having a great time, huh? Sakamoto, yeah, don't let your guard down. Shin, oh yeah, any second now. And right then, the killer struck. A blade swung straight at Shin's throat, but thanks to his mind-reading ability, he instinctively dodged. Aoi and Hana just thought it was part of the haunted house. Meanwhile, Sakamoto got attacked too, but he hit his assassin with the ultimate self-defense move, shining a flashlight straight into his eyes. While the dude was stunned, Sakamoto punched him in the face and yanked his assassin license off. Then, he handed it to Shin. Shin glanced at it, exhaling in relief. Shin, pfft, just some amateurs. Meanwhile, Obiguro and Boiled were plotting. Obiguro, alright, let's take him out. We kill Sakamoto first, then the rest. Boiled, nah, I'll handle Sakamoto. Obiguro, oh, weren't you and Sakamoto old pals? Boiled scoffed. Boiled? Pals? Nah. Then he started telling a story. Boiled and Sakamoto both attended Japan Cleaner Creation JCC, the top assassin training school. Boiled admitted that back then, he admired Sakamoto's strength. He wanted to be friends, but when he approached Sakamoto, he was like, I'm here for money, not friends. According to Boiled, they actually had a lot in common, and they even spent time together outside of class. But then on Valentine's Day in Cafeteria Boiled, being all sentimental, we're just two lonely bastards who'll never get gifts from a girl. Suddenly, 3 girls walked up to Sakamoto. They handed him a chocolate Magnum bar, his favorite. Boiled felt humiliation. And then, it got worse. Sakamoto opened his locker, full of Valentine's gifts. Boiled was just standing there watching his entire worldview shatter. To add salt to the wound, one of Sakamoto's friends walked over carrying even more chocolates. Sakamoto's friend, yo, who's this guy? Sakamoto without hesitation. I don't know, some loser, I guess. Boiled was never the same. Boiled, I thought we were alike, but he was just another fake. I'm here to settle an old score. Then, he yelled. Again. She blushed. Because once again, women love when a man is angry for no reason. Back at Sakamoto's, my dude and girl were straight up fighting for their lives against this never-ending zombie infestation. It was clear as day that Lu and Shin were running on fumes. Lu, who looked like she just survived a 12-hour shift in hell, turned to Aoi and Hana, barely holding it together. Lu, yo, can we go home? Aoi and Hana, still living in Fantasyland? Aoi, no way, it's so fun. Hana, yeah, it's crazy how realistic it feels. OMG, I wonder what happens next. Girl, that's because it is real. Your daddy might get fucking murdered. That's what. Meanwhile, Lu, exhausted as hell, casually cracked open another bottle of some top-tier traditional medicine her family made to ward off evil spirits. Can you believe that? Like, you, Lu, can I have some? Shin is pissed. He was convinced that whatever she was drinking was not medicine, but straight up vodka. Shin, you're lying. That's alcohol. You're just out here getting drunk while we're fighting for our lives. Lu, smiling like she just won the lottery. Shin, I fucking knew it. Suddenly, the squad rolled up to this crusty-ass beat-up door, and from the other side, something was trying to break it down. Shin, wait, hold up. Lu, in her drunken bliss, grinning ear to ear, walked straight up to the door and opened it. Y'all, every single zombie ever was waiting behind that door. Sakamoto's crew were horrified while Lou was happy as hell. Sakamoto, switching from chill family man to walking death machine in 0.2 seconds, instantly started beating the undead into the afterlife. But even with him wrecking shit, Shin was struggling. Too many zombies, too much pressure, and worst of all, he couldn't protect Aoi and Hana, which was sus. Because this whole assassination attempt was happening because of them. Low-key, maybe Shin was just letting karma do its thing. Out of nowhere, boom! Sakamoto got absolutely wiped by a devastating clothesline from Boiled. Impact was so damn strong that he got launched back, smashing through zombies like a bowling ball, and Powerhouse Duo entered the haunted house. Boiled, standing tall, flexing his non-existent authority. Kill 'em all. Leave Sakamoto to me. Obiguro, rolling her eyes. Ugh, this dude always acting like my boss and shit. Then bam, a flurry of ID cards came flying toward Boiled. He dodged most of them except one. That one cut his cheek, the exact spot where his scar was. And just like that, the main event begins. Sakamoto versus Boiled. Boiled, flexing his trauma. You remember me, Sakamoto? Sakamoto hitting him with the coldest Mormon energy possible. Nope, don't remember. Also, I don't want to fight. Bless you, I'm out. Boiled, devastated. Shin was out here facing Obiguro, and she immediately disrespected my boy. Obiguro, damn, you're a small fry. And since she was fighting a dude, she decided to even the odds by bringing in a horde of zombies as backup. Shin, oh, come on! She was talking mad shit when suddenly, bam, Lou came out of nowhere and drop-kicked her in the face. Lou, standing tall. Fight me 1 versus 1, you coward. Guess what, new match? Lou versus Obiguro. No zombies needed. Back in the main event, Sakamoto wasn't even fighting yet. He was just ruining Boiled emotionally. Boiled? You really don't remember me? Sakamoto, nah man, not even a little. Boiled, trying to play it cool. Well, just so you know, I barely remember you either. Meanwhile, Sakamoto was low-key losing his patience. Where's my family? Boiled, playing hard to get. Find them yourself. I ain't your mom to help you find your lost socks. And that was it. Sakamoto lost his last shred of chill. He swung, but Boiled dodged with ease. Then Boiled threw something. A bomb. Not even 1 second later, kaboom. Explosion went off, but Sakamoto tanked that shit like a true MC. Boiled, laughing. That's the difference. 5 years of assassin training and 5 years of dad life for ya. Boiled kept throwing bomb after bomb while talking shit. I can take you out at any distance, anytime I want, with my super ball bombs and my rocket dynamite punches. Sakamoto beat up, suddenly had a flashback. Back when they were younger, Boiled invented gloves that could store dynamite inside. Sakamoto back then was too busy arguing with Nagumo about the dumbass name of the invention, but his eyes locked onto the instruction notes. And now, back in the present, Sakamoto, who had been fat and slow this whole time, suddenly slimmed the FK down. Muscles, shredded, speed, unmatched. Boiled, instantly terrified, and Sakamoto standing there looking hot as hell. Yeah, I remember you now. Boiled, trying to save face. Well, I barely remember you either. Sakamoto, bet, I'll make sure you'll never remember me again. And with that, final battle begins. Boiled, still talking shit. Just cause you lost some weight doesn't mean you can take me on. Sakamoto, moving so fast he was basically teleporting. They clashed. Punches, kicks, bombs, every attack dodged or countered, and as they fought, the entire haunted house collapsed. Meanwhile, this absolute clown show of a fight between Lou and Adaguro was still popping off. And since Shin was still breathing, that meant Lou was somehow managing to land punches. My guy Shin was straight up pleading for his life, watching this drunk mess barely hold her own. Then with 1 second left on the timer, Lou got stupid lucky and accidentally whipped her long-ass braid right into Adiguro's face. Bro, a hair attack. Adaguro flinched and Shin was over there losing his shit, screaming for Lou to focus the hell up. But instead of taking this seriously, Lou just busted out laughing, like full-on cackling, watching Shin have a mental breakdown. This threw everyone off. Even Adaguro was just standing there like, the hell is wrong with this chick? Next thing you know, Adiguro's bloodthirsty ass got all hyped up, thinking Lou was finally giving her a real fight. So she pulled out some long-ass, dramatic anime villain move with a name nobody got time to remember and slammed Lou's ass into the floor. But not really. Instead of being dead on arrival, Lou just kept laughing. This was a full character switch. She went from crying drunk to happy drunk, and now she was dodging everything Adaguro threw at her like she was playing jump rope. Adaguro, annoyed as hell, finally grabbed Lou to land a punch, but guess what? Lou dodged mid-air and kissed her on the damn elbow. The disrespect respect is real. Shin was over there with his jaw on the floor. Adaguro's eye twitched. This was some next level clownery, but technically, contact was made, so the 10-second timer restarted. Then, out of nowhere, Lou hit Adaguro with a clean-ass front flip kick straight to the jaw. And Adaguro, she ate that shit and started grinning like a lunatic. You come kill me, bitch, if you can. But Lou just dusted herself off like, nah, I got one family rule, no killing. And that's when it clicked. She wasn't talking about her real family. She was talking about Sakamoto's family. Girl was all in. For a brief second, they actually started chopping it up mid-fight, trading backstories and philosophies like this was a therapy session. But then, Adaguro said one thing that made Lou snap. She called her stupid. Big mistake. And Lou's whole aura changed like the air got thick, the music stopped, and Shin almost pissed himself. Lou cocked back a punch, let that thing fly, and it landed soft as hell, and then boom! She sobered up. Like, fully snapped out of it. Girl went from battle mode to confused citizen in 0.2 seconds. Looked around like, wait, well, where the hell am I? Who TF are you? Then she noticed Shin tied up like a hostage and was like, you TF, you doing over there? Adaguro, meanwhile, went full horror movie villain. The whole vibe shifted, her face shadowed over, and she whispered, no one has ever landed a punch on me. And just like that, her psychopath switch flipped back on. Her dead-eyed look snapped into a huge-ass smile, and she hugged Lou. I love strong people. I love you. Shin was like, can I leave now? Adaguro just clutched him tighter and was like, no, let's fight again. I want to feel the pain. Lou just stood there like, nah, I'm good. Aight, let's get back to the one-sided beatdown where Sakamoto was absolutely styling on Boiled like this was a damn tutorial level. Boiled was so messed up, dude was basically fighting on autopilot. He was swinging at nothing, getting hit with combo after combo, looking like a ragdoll in a storm. Meanwhile, Sakamoto was chilling. Then Boiled went for one last-ditch move, throwing a punch with his fancy-ass explosive glove. Big mistake, though. Sakamoto punched that shit mid-swing. The glove got obliterated on the spot. My guy was so cooked at this point, but he still had a little fight left. So what did he do? Pulled out some bombs and threw them at Sakamoto. But Sakamoto caught them. And not just caught them, he yeeted those bombs straight back at Boiled's dumbass face. At this point, Boiled was done. Sakamoto walked up and finally opened his mouth. You strong, but I'm stronger, okay? Get it? Then he went full protagonist mode. I'm not the same person I used to be. Back in the day, I used my strength to hurt people, but I'm different now. I got a family, I gotta protect them. Then, to really hammer the point home, he pulled back one final punch and sent Boiled flying. Boiled got launched out of the damn park. They were going so fast, so high, they ended up crashing into a Ferris wheel cabin. Now, instead of fighting, they were just sitting inside the damn thing like two dudes on a date. Boiled just sighed, pulled out a cigarette, and admitted defeat like, yeah, you got me. Meanwhile, somewhere else in the park, Aoi woke up on a bench, all confused, looked to her right, and saw Lou and Shin knocked out like they had a sleepover gone wrong. She sat up, stretched, then was like, yo, where my hubby at? Back to the Ferris wheel. Sakamoto and Boiled finally got down after their unexpected romantic getaway. The Ferris wheel conductor looked at them, shook his head, and was like, y'all good? Boiled, bruised, burnt, and absolutely done with life just glared and said, do I look like I'm good? The conductor didn't give a damn. Cool, pay up. Also, for the damage. Boiled just grunted in defeat. Bro lost the fight and had to pay Ferris wheel fees. Later that night, Boiled was having a whole moment, basically fanboying over Sakamoto. Damn, man, you really got me. You won. I ain't messing with you anymore. Sakamoto? Bro wasn't even listening. He was too busy eating on some chips. Boiled, desperate for a crumb of respect, reached over like, let me get some? And because Sakamoto is built different, he just handed over the whole bag. Take it, the rest is for my family. Boiled nodded, taking a bite. Then, he hit Sakamoto with the real question. 8, I ain't gonna bother you no more. But listen what you gonna do when the real bad boys come for you? Like that Bob Marley song. The Dondenkai ain't gonna let this slide. I mean, your head is the bounty. Sakamoto was about to drop some wisdom, but before he could, Aoi showed up. Sakamoto immediately froze. Because if Aoi knew anything about what was happening, she was gonna whoop his ass. Aoi, arms crossed, already suspicious as hell. Who's coming after you, babe? What was that about? Sakamoto had no escape, no excuses, no way out. Dude was more scared of his wife than the entire Dondenkai. Later that night, they all rolled up to a park restaurant to grab some dinner. But instead of a chill meal, it was full-on interrogation time. Men on one side, woman on the other. Boiled, wait, why the hell am I sitting here? I ain't your boy, bitch. Meanwhile, the girls were vibing. Hana, being the absolute menace she is, was like, I want cotton candy, or I will cry. Adaguro, in her own little fantasy world, was watching Hana like, damn, she speaks facts, she's strong, she will be strong, I love her. Yeah. back to the interrogation. Sakamoto finally admitted the truth. Yeah, so, there's a price on my head, and a bunch of assassins are coming after me. Some already tried. And this guy? Yeah, he was one of them. But while he was spilling the tea, he was sweating hard, because he knew Aoi's response was about to be scary. Yep, talk your truth, Sakamoto. Aoi did not disappoint. Excuse me? Why the hell didn't you tell me, you dumbass? Sakamoto had no defense, so Boiled of all people tried to help. To be honest, men suck at communicating. Then he hit Aoi with, look, Sakamoto is here for you and your kid, trying to give y'all a nice day at the park. Hell, he even put himself in danger just so y'all could have fun. You know, this dude even went into a haunted house for you. Aoi, completely unbothered, just squinted and went, and who the hell are you again? Boiled casually took a sip of his drink. Professional assassin. Aoi, being peak sarcastic wife energy, went, aight, next time do me a favor and quit trying to kill my husband. Boiled, now completely domesticated, yes ma'am. But Aoi wasn't done. She leaned forward, arms crossed, voice getting louder. Y'all really thought I wouldn't find out? Like I'm stupid? Actually, how much is your bounty, Sakamoto? Maybe I should collect it myself, mother... Sakamoto, fully panicking now, went, babe, listen, I didn't want you to worry. You know me. My body changes like the seasons. I can handle it. Wrong answer. Aoi pulled out the family rule book, flipped to rule number 12, no secrets. Sakamoto froze. Shin, reading it for the first time, just nodded like, damn, that's a good rule. Aoi, still glaring, took a deep breath and chilled out. Then, in classic wife mode, she suddenly switched it up. Fine, just do whatever it takes to stay alive and come home to me. Got it? They locked eyes, no words, just deep married couple telepathy. Then Aoi stood up and went, alright, serious talk over. Let's go enjoy the parade. And just like that, Sakamoto was free. A little later, the 5 assassins split off from the group. Shin, still thinking about all the crazy shit that went down, turned to Sakamoto like, so what's the plan? You know, to protect your family and deal with all these assassins? Sakamoto, dead serious, was like, we cut the source and I think I know who's behind it. Adaguro blinked, confused. The association controls the bounty system. Nobody knows who actually put it up. Boiled scratched his chin. Huh, I think my boss mentioned he's got connections with the association, but it ain't my job to ask questions. Sakamoto, back in business mode, nodded. Then we check out your boss first. Shin asked, where's he at? Boiled and Adaguro, aka the formerly powerful but now kinda useless duo, looked at each other and went, we have no idea. Sakamoto sighed, cool, guess we start at headquarters. The next day, Sakamoto, Shin, and Lu headed to Shinjuku. As soon as they arrived, Sakamoto puffed back up into his chubby form. Lu stared. Bro, how do you get surprised every time this happens? For real though, y'all only react when he goes slim to fat, not fat to slim. Tough. Anyway, they reached a sketchy-ass alley, followed it down a narrow staircase, and ended up at their destination, a dingy-ass video rental store. Inside, a shopkeeper girl instantly recognized Sakamoto. You! Long time no see! Sakamoto just waved. Then he asked, y'all got the latest Dondenkai movie? Shopkeeper guy scratched his head. Think that's in the violence section? Violence section? LMAO. They went over and sure enough found a movie called Dondenkai. Lu and Shin were low-key confused. What kind of place is this? Sakamoto, completely casual, it's an info bank. They sell information, but in movie form. Before they could process that, the assistant girl led them to a private theater room, and they even got free snacks. What a deal. The movie started. Right away, it showed some main dude who was probably the boss. Then it flexed the number of assassins under him 50. Next, it showed their headquarters. Then some tragic backstory. Main dude lost his bestie because of the job. Movie ended. Lu is crying like a baby. Sakamoto passed out after inhaling 6 buckets of popcorn. Shin analyzing it like a damn film critic. When they left, they got hit with a bill for 756 yen. Oops, I thought this was free. My bad. Luckily, Sakamoto had some assassin savings. The shopkeeper, who clearly knew what was up, casually asked Sakamoto, so, what's the plan? You going back to the old days? Sakamoto just shrugged. Nah, I'm good. Eating good, chilling good, just got nostalgic, that's all. As they left, the shopkeeper threw out one last comment. Yo, be careful. Some old pals might be stopping by soon. Sakamoto narrowed his eyes. What do you mean? Shopkeeper just smirked. A movie's coming out, not available yet though. Come back tomorrow. With the info they got, they quickly found headquarters. Before entering, Sakamoto hit them with a new rule. As much as possible, avoid fighting. Then they all put on black clothes. Sakamoto looked them dead in the eyes. This is a stealth mission. We go in, we get out. Ain't no way this is gonna go smoothly. Sakamoto and Shin hit that headquarters incognito style, all suited up like ninja rejects, slipping into the building like pros. While up in the ceiling, they heard 2 Dondenkai grunts whining about how their boss gave them some big shot assignment. These clowns were hyped about Sakamoto's bounty until reality smacked them. Bruh, you know we ain't built for this, right? Boiled got his ass beat, what chance we got? Before they could keep running their mouths, whoosh, Shin wrapped a rope around one dude's neck, taking him out quick. Other dude, still yapping. Yeah, better to just chill. Smack! Sakamoto hit the dude with a sneak attack, lights out, easy infiltrate, no alarms. And look who pulled up Lou. The second Sakamoto and Shin took off their disguises, Lou hit him with the side-eye. Why you stripping, bruh? Shin, dead serious. I fight better naked. Lou, like a lost kid at the mall, asked, where's the boss? Shin looked like he was about to throw hands. Did you even watch the movie? Why does Shin always get mad when Lou speaks? This man needs therapy? Shin explained. Boss is on the top floor, only way up is the employee elevator, and it's guarded. Lou, so, how we getting up there? Shin, second floor window, just like in the movie. Right, Sakamoto? Sakamoto being clueless like Lou. Huh? I fell asleep. I don't know. So Lou's dumb questions make Shin mad, but Sakamoto passing out at the worst times is fine? Make it make sense. Shin climbed up like a real one, but Lou, it's too high, I can't, girl. You're an assassin? It's literally the second floor. Shin shut her up real quick, knocked on the window to bait an employee. Dude looked out, but no one there. By the time he turned back, Sakamoto had already zapped his ass with a laser gun. Shin was like, wait, you using that again? Sakamoto replied, yeah, fixed it up. Meanwhile, in the security room, some guard was losing his mind over the glitchy cameras. Before he could do anything, boom, Shin took him out, tied him up. Lou, living her best life. This is fun. We're like spies. Shin, done with her. This is real. For once, I agree with Shin. Lou, this ain't a playground. As they moved, Sakamoto got a bad feeling. That shopkeeper's warning, old pals pulling up, was ringing in his head. Flashback time. 5 years ago at White Tower. Nagumo, chillin' with some assassins. One guy, you working with Sakamoto again? Nagumo, Sakamoto? Who's that? Oh yeah, that guy. Wonder how he's doing. Some dude not buying the act straight up pulled a knife. You gonna answer me or die? Second dude, bro, chill. Who cares about Sakamoto? Old news. Knife guy. I don't trust him. I don't trust you. I want to take him out. Nagumo all smiles. Hey now, keep that knife for food, aight? Meanwhile, some long-haired dude, Shishiba, was out here committing war crimes over onions in his risotto. Stabbed the chef in the ear, slammed his head into the table. Shishiba, who put onions in my food? Osaragi, covered in blood, completely unbothered. Just another Tuesday for her. Then, this clown Iria walked in, looking like his eyes couldn't agree on a direction. Hey guys, I'm Iria, communications coordinator. Also, I love French fries. And it's saute. Anyway, let's get down to business. Shishiba concerned. We're missing 4 members. Nagumo WS like, Takamura's probably busy. Shishiba replied with, bro, he's ancient. He ain't busy. Iria, still acting like the CEO of Murder Inc., dropped some major news. Some unknown killer has been wiping out assassins. 30 incidents, 300 million yen lost. So the association needs you all to handle it immediately. Back to real time. Shin, Sakamoto, and Lou were making moves in the building, but Shin noticed something off. No voices, no enemies. Lou, of course, clueless she's in her mind. Did his powers break? Shin, hearing that loud and clear, bitch, I can read minds. Soon they reached their target room. Shin cracked the door open, eyes widened, bodies scattered everywhere, and sitting there like he owned the place? Welcome Nagumo. Nagumo stepped towards Sakamoto, all casual, like he just got caught sneaking a cookie from the jar. Oopsie, guess I got caught in the act. Did I kill everyone? My bad. Shin, still processing the bodies littering the room, was like, the hell are you doing here? Nagumo, unfazed, just shrugged. Oh, just wiping out every Dondenkai member, including their boss. Figured I'd give Sakamoto a happy little life. No more bounty, no more stress. You're welcome. Shin and Lou looked at him like he just said water isn't wet. Then, without a care in the world, Nagumo pulled out a knife and pointed it right at Sakamoto. Oh, and you're gonna die too, buddy. Alright, listen, Nagumo, you can pull your little pranks and play around all you want, but you don't kill the main character. That's like rule number 1. If Sakamoto dies, manga over, fun's over, pack it up. So let's all take a deep breath and relax, right? Before anyone could react, poof, Nagumo vanished. Just straight up disappeared like a ghost. Shin barely had time to process what just happened before he felt a firm grip on his neck. He whipped his head around. Nagumo was already in front of him. Bro moved so damn fast it was unreal. Then, in a blink, stab. Nagumo's knife went straight for Shin's neck. Lou nearly jumped out of her skin. She looked so horrified, she probably almost shit herself on the spot. Shin, pure instinct, grabbed his neck expecting blood to pour out. But Nagumo? This MF just started laughing. Yo, fooled ya, big boy, it's a toy knife, ah ha ha ha. Shin and Lou were pissed. They immediately started kicking and punching Nagumo out of pure stress. Dude nearly gave them heart attacks for nothing. As Nagumo took their attacks, still grinning, he finally gave some actual information. Relax, I ain't kill these these guys. I just got here for my own business and they were already dead. Lou, still trying to get her heart rate under control. Then why the hell didn't you say that earlier? Do you see me right now? I thought you slaughtered everyone and we had no chance. Nagumo chuckled and scratched his head. My bad. Lou was not having it. Your humor is messed up. Go for... Sakamoto, tired of the nonsense, cut in. So, what business brought you here, boy? Nagumo's playful smirk dropped. Investigation. A lot of assassins have been getting wiped out. One unknown perpetrator. It's serious. Shin still skeptical. And? What's new? Assassins kill each other all the time. What makes this different? Oh, it's way more than that, Nagumo said, eyes darkening. 30 assassin groups linked to the association have been hit. More than 100 assassins slaughtered in just a few months. And every single crime scene had the same mark left behind. Shin and Sakamoto's faces dropped. 100 assassins? That's a quarter of the entire assassin industry. Whoever's doing this isn't just taking people out, Nagumo continued. They're sending a message to the association. He pulled out a file, flipping it open. Every crime scene had this. There it was, a symbol, a circle with an X drawn inside. Because of this mark, we call the killer X, Nagumo said. Calling him X in a circle was too long, so yeah, just X dot. That actually snapped Sakamoto out of his usual sleepy state. Shin, still piecing everything together, asked, wait, so the entire order is handling this case? Nagumo nodded. Hearing that, Lou remembered something. Back at the amusement park, that guy Tatsu had mentioned order. She still didn't know what the hell that meant. Nagumo caught her confused look and decided to educate the class. The Order is a special force under the association, top-tier assassins, the best of the best. Their job is to maintain order within the assassin world whenever the association thinks things are getting messy. Shin and Lou were already impressed but then Nagumo dropped a bomb. Oh, by the way, Sakamoto used to be part of Order. Shin and Lou, what? Sakamoto, already knowing this was going to be annoying, sighed. Shin turned to Lou. This dude's out here flexing his secret assassin past, and he's been making us fight his battles. Nagumo grinned. Yeah, he's got a wild history, huh? Sakamoto, done with this conversation, ignored them. Nagumo's face turned serious again. Anyway, listen up. You guys need to be careful. X is no joke. Shin scoffed. Bruh, we ain't even assassins. Why would he come after us? Lou nodded. Yeah, plus we're already busy dealing with this idiot's bounty issue. This would just complicate things. Shin, meanwhile, was astonished by how unfazed Lou was, standing there surrounded by dead bodies like it was just another day. Nagumo rubbed his chin, thinking, you know what? I actually don't know why you guys would be targeted. Shin, then why bring it up? Nagumo, but I do know this. His voice dropped, the air around them suddenly feeling heavy. These killings? They started the moment that bounty was put on Sakamoto's head. Silence. The trio's eyes widened. That wasn't a coincidence. Before anyone could speak, the scene shifted. Somewhere else, in a dimly lit room, a man stood with a book in his hands. The book's title? The Beginning of Illustration? He flipped a page, his voice calm, almost poetic. When we look at a scene with both eyes, our brain naturally reconciles the two perspectives. However, it is crucial to step back and view the entire system from afar. He turned another page, blood dripping onto it from his fingers. The camera panned, revealing dozens of bodies scattered around him. His bloodied hand trailed along the wall, and there, smeared in crimson, was the mark, a circle with an X inside it. He stepped back, tilting his head slightly. Now that I look at it, something feels unbalanced. His eyes scanned the room of corpses. I need to make some adjustments. Back at Sakamoto's store, Shin was just bored out of his mind. After all the wild assassin drama, he was right back to normal life, which sucked. Meanwhile, Sakamoto living his absolute best life. Dude was straight up vibing, sipping on another cocktail like he was on vacation. He glanced over at Shin, looking all moody, and thought, man, this kid just doesn't get it. This is peak existence. Then the door swung open, and in stumbled a drunk lunatic, already yelling at the top of his lungs, Yo, Sakamoto! You're dead meat! Get over here, you chubby big fuck, I'm gonna kill ya! Shin barely looked up. He just sighed, rubbing his temples. Bruh, I'm so tired of this shit. Meanwhile, Lou was off in the corner, busy teaching Hana how to use some random gadget. Okay, so you just press the button like... Hana blinked, struggling to process this next level information. Lou squinted. Wait, for real? At 3 years old, I already knew how to turn on a computer, play some games, and shut it down, and you can't even press a damn button? God, this generation is doomed. Hana finally pressed the button, just not the right one. Clank. A hidden compartment in the store burst open, and suddenly a shit ton of guns rained down on the drunk assassin, burying him under a pile of lethal weapons. Lou blinked. Huh, well that works! Shin, completely unfazed, looked over at her. Yo, did you even take the trash out? Lu, who clearly had her priorities in order. Nah, I was busy playing with Hana. Beside them, Aoi was just done with everything. Seriously, why the hell do we keep getting random assassins popping up like this is a video game? How do we even get rid of this damn bounty? But then, because she's always looking on the bright side, she smiled. On the plus side, our profits are up. We've been selling a crazy amount of condoms and lube lately, so hey, at least we're making money, babies! Meanwhile, Hana, completely ignoring the chaos, was now helping the drunk assassin with some bandages like she was running a damn hospital. Sakamoto sat back, remembering something Nagumo had told him. If you couldn't even beat Boiled, the weakest dude around, quickly, then you got problems coming your way. Then Nagumo had hit him with the real gut punch. Also, after 5 years of being a dad, your skills have gotten weak. That hit different. Sakamoto, suddenly serious, spoke up. If we don't know what's coming, then the best thing we can do is get strong enough to be ready for anything. Shin's eyes lit up. Oh, so in other words, rehabilitation. Next thing we know, Sakamoto is hauling ass on his bike. Hana strapped in, zooming through the streets like his life depended on it. They arrived early to school, but bro was already dying. The fatigue was all over his face. Fatherhood was a workout. Meanwhile, back at the store, Shin had his own realization. He needed to step up too. If he was gonna support Sakamoto properly, he had to sharpen his mind-reading skills. Suddenly, random chick entered the store. She walked in, immediately listing a ridiculous amount of items in her head. Shin, reading her thoughts in real time, didn't even let her speak. He just handed her every single thing she wanted before she could open her mouth. She looked absolutely terrified. Lu, watching from the side, was kinda impressed. Damn, these two are actually putting in the effort. Maybe I should do something too? Then she had a brilliant idea. She remembered that time Shin had joked, yo, you're strong when you're drunk. Why don't you just drink all the time? Lu's eyes widened. That's it. It's training time, baby. And so, she grabbed a bottle and started chugging. Lu's new training regimen. A random dude walked in just trying to buy a pork bun. Before he could even react, bam! Lu smashed a bottle over his bald-ass head. Slurring her words, she mumbled, your pork bun's coming up, boss! The dude stumbled back, bleeding, and looked shook. Because he wasn't just some random customer, he was an undercover assassin. As he staggered out, he was thinking, how the hell did they figure me out? With that black suit and that shiny-ass bald head walking around this busted neighborhood? Come on now, you looked sus as hell. Meanwhile, my two fellow dumbass co-workers were just standing there like, well, guess we gotta patch this dude up. And so, just like that, the entire squad gathered around to help the guy they just smacked, wrapping his bleeding head in bandages like nothing had happened. Hana was chilling, watching cartoons, when suddenly, a commercial for a limited edition sugar backpack flashed on the screen. Her little heart lit up. Mama, I need that for school! Aoi, casually washing dishes, gave her the mom response. That thing is limited edition, meaning it's popular as hell and basically impossible to get. Meanwhile, Sakamoto was of course eating, but the moment he overheard their conversation, he paused mid-bite, whipped out his phone, and made a call. The scene switched to a mall, and Sakamoto was out here on a mission with Shin tagging along. Wait, we're shopping at a department store? Shin asked. Sakamoto, deadly serious. This isn't just shopping. This is a crucial mission. Shin blinked. Bruh, seriously? But then he remembered. Hana was about to start a new grade. Of course, Sakamoto wanted her to have a new backpack. Shin suddenly went all nostalgic. Damn, time flies. She's gonna be in junior high soon. Some guys are probably gonna wanna Before he could finish that thought, Sakamoto instantly imagined himself executing every single boy who dared to breathe in Hana's direction. Shin, bro, even in your head it looks scary. Chill. They walked into the store, heading straight for the backpack section, but when they arrived, they froze because chaos was unfolding. A store employee with a microphone was screaming at a crowd of rabid shoppers. Yo, you pigs! We only got 20 limited edition sugar backpacks. Act like human beings, you damn cows! Before he could finish, some random shopper punched him in the face. And then, all hell broke loose. Parents were throwing hands, kicking each other, full-blown MMA matches over a damn backpack. Shin and Sakamoto stood there, shook. The microphone dude, wiping blood from his nose, looked at them. You two here for the backpack? Don't make me laugh. These limited edition backpacks are only for high-quality parents in Japan. Y'all fight to the death for this shit. If you don't risk your life, you're a bad parent. This bag, best status. Sakamoto, dead serious? We need one. Shin, fuck them all up. Shin jumped into the chaos, only to get rocked by some old granny who elbowed him straight in the nose. Shin, bleeding. What the Granny, cracking her knuckles. Don't underestimate grannies, pal. As Shin stumbled, he heard all the crazy-ass thoughts of the buyers. Gotta get this for my grandchild. No worries, babe. Mama's getting you this badass backpack. Screw my kid, I need this for my backpack collection. The noise was too much. Shin's brain short-circuited and he collapsed. Sakamoto watched all this and sighed. Guess I gotta do this myself. There was one backpack left. Sakamoto grabbed it, but then boom! Old lady number 1 put him in a headlock. Drop it, fat boy! Bam! Old lady number 2 hit him with a chair. Sakamoto still wasn't letting go. As they bodied him, he suddenly had a flashback. Back to his assassin training. Back when he was fighting bloodthirsty sharks at a depth of 100 meters. But as he was lost in memories, the mob kept pummeling him, and Shin tried to help. Sakamoto, bloodied, bruised, beaten down by a bunch of middle-aged parents, somehow held onto the backpack. Barely conscious, he weakly handed it to Shin. Take it to Hana. I don't have much time left. Shin deadpan. Dude, I'm not paying for that. Buy it first. Bro really thought he was dying from random customers? Can you imagine if this was how an ex-top tier assassin went out? Meanwhile, the 2 violent grannies who just beat Sakamoto walked off looking impressed. Damn, he was strong. Couldn't even take it off him. Then one of them smirked. If I was 5 years younger, I'd fuck him. Excuse me, Granny? Ma'am, you are 70 years old? Being 65 wouldn't have changed a damn thing? Shin and Sakamoto, battered and exhausted, finally reached the cashier, Shin wiping blood off his face. Dude, those grannies were harder than actual assassins. The cashier took one look at bloodied Sakamoto, went full panic mode, and threw the backpack away, sending it flying down to the lower floor. Sorry! Shin and Sakamoto immediately bolted after it. Sakamoto slid down the escalator, reached out, a lost caught the backpack, and then she appeared. That damn granny again. Oh my, you're quite the lively one. Sakamoto leaped to grab the backpack again, but it was gone. Shin sprinted up, looking at his half-dead friend. Bro, why are you going this hard for a backpack? I've never seen you this desperate. Then he read Sakamoto's thoughts and saw why. Sakamoto was remembering Hana's birth. Aoi had handed him their newborn daughter, and at first, he refused to hold her. But when he finally did, Hana had smiled at him. And in that moment, Sakamoto had cried like a baby. When she smiles, it's like a flower blooming. That's why we named her Hana. Shin? Huh. Nice name. Kinda don't see the connection, but cool, I guess. Shin spotted the backpack, but it fell even further down. Sakamoto parkoured his way down, jumped, caught it, and face-planted straight into the floor, making a huge mess. The 2 grannies laughed. All this for a backpack? Dirt. Sakamoto stood up, thinking like a true dad. If my kid wants it, then nothing else matters. Thanks to Shin's mind-reading tweets. Next morning, Sakamoto was fully bandaged up, looking like he just survived a war. Aoi casually sending Hana off to school with her new backpack. Wow, I can't believe you actually got it. Was it that hard? Miss, look at your husband? Sakamoto, dead serious? Nah, easy AF. Just walked into the first mall I saw. Meanwhile, some random 6-year-old boy walked up to Hana with flowers and champagne. Nice backpack, wanna be my girlfriend? Back in the store, after Sakamoto and Aoi left Hana at school, Sakamoto was playing with the gun. Lu and Shin, confused as hell, thought assassins were about to appear for some bounty hunting. But Sakamoto was already planning to kill that 6-year-old punk. This is where we end our Part 1 recap of Sakamoto Day. Let us know what you think, and if you enjoy this. Drop a comment to let us know other titles you want us to recap. Don't forget that like and subscribe button. See you next time here on Anigo.